Welcome back to my channel. Today we're talking about the newest ENSLEY like small woodland creatures palettes. If you want to see how like the palette, how it did look, then just stay tuned. I pride myself to be, listen, I don't pride myself to be conscious or cheap. Listen, no. I just enjoy these woodland creatures palettes, and I have 3. I want to buy the fourth. Like I have the first, the second, and then the fourth. I did not have the third yet because it's still not available. So at least from Monolith, I bought all of these from Monolith. Not a sponsored thing or something like this. I'm just enjoying Monolith, just saying. So yes, I purchased again the Hedgehog palette. First of all, of course, they're all the same. These are all woodland creatures palette. They are all 6 pens. We do have technically 4 matte shades, at least so far, and then 2 shimmer shades. Can be multichrome, can be duochrome. As you can tell, it's beautiful, it's aesthetic. I absolutely love that. This again is the Hedgehog palette. It is beautiful. It is more cool toned than the other 2. We do have again still 4 matte shades and then 2 shimmer shades. One of them is multichrome, one of them I think is just a duochrome. Just is here like in the loosest way. We do have, as in the other 2 palettes I do own, we do have 1 deeper shade, we do have 2 mid shades, and then 1 lighter shade, which I still love. I know for the Fox palette, which I don't own, this is a little bit different, but if that is still available, I buy it as well. Again, I bought this from Monolith. I think this one, in comparison to the other 2, I will compare these in like at the end of the video. Quality-wise, it's the same quality as all of the ENSLEY ones. If you love these, you can also switch these out. If you say, oh my god, my perfect deep shade is a deep purple, this is amazing. As you can tell, it looks really, really nice. We do have a more mauvey color, which is beautiful and good in combination with others that we already have. We do have a more purpley, cool toned brown, which is really, really close. I'm telling you this right away to the Naughty by Nature. Nope, to the Happy Go Lucky. These 2s are quite similar. This one from the Happy Go Lucky is a little bit more grayish. This one from the Hedgehog is a little bit more purple. I will have swatches at the end of the video, as I said. Are they distinct different? Not really. We do have Pickle Pulse. This one is quite similar-ish to the Naughty by Nature. You have to say, though, that as you may see, they are not the same. See both of these light buttery shades. The Naughty by Nature is definitely more warm tone in comparison to the one from the Hedgehog. This one is definitely more cool tone. It is, though, as you can tell, softer than it looks in the pen, at least for me. For me with the lighting, just saying. So yeah, just have that in mind. I do think both of these are looking gorgeous. I think maybe you need this, depending on if you like more cool tone palettes. If you do, this is gorgeous, just saying. And again, I do enjoy that you can go, again, as usual, in different directions. You can go with more of a pinky look, or you can go with a little bit more of a purpley grayish look. And then again, add in maybe a shimmer shade or like the really light yellow shade in the inner corner. I do have to say though, because we do have like 2 palettes with like 3 yellows in comparison, and then 1 with not a yellow, but again the more cool tone. I do think we are not of yellow, just saying. Can we do something else, or maybe a different yellow, like a bright one, like a mid-tone bright? I would be up for that, because this one in the palette by this one is more of an orangey yellow, just saying, or orangey color. So yes, do I enjoy this? Yes. Oh, do you want to see the tutorial? Yes. Then just keep on watching. Again, do enjoy all of these. I will link all the videos, as I will say in a minute. Again, I will link all the videos with these down below, as well as the video where I tried the ENSLEY Light in Your Eyes palette. I'm thinking this is the right name. I always butchered it. So yeah, let's come to the tutorial part. I do enjoy this look. I hope you do as well. Welcome to my face. Listen, I'm excited about the Hedgehog palette by ENSLEY. I will link all the videos I did already on the previous or the first 2 palettes of the woodland creatures down below. Third one, the fox, I don't own because it's still not in stock. This one is the fourth, which is again the Hedgehog palette. And this one is indeed like a little bit more colorful as well as deeper, I feel like. We do have the really deep purple. We do have 2 more transition shades, and then we do have really bright yellow, which I do want to use that. And then we do have 2 multi-duochrome. Can you tell in the mirror that this one has a shift to a green? And I'm not yet sure if this one is a multi-chrome or not. Listen, we're going with that. We're trying it out. I do have something in mind. We'll find out. These ones, like the color stories, are quite more cohesive, I would say. So far we just have like a ton of yellows in that. So let's try and play a little bit with the palette. I will use the purple as a like map. This one is the shade Nocturnal, and again this is a deeper purple, and I will use a really thin like brush. This one is from She Glam. It's like a really cheap one. You can use whatever it is. There's a Sigma one as well, and we will use a little bit Nocturnal, and then we map out. Again, I want to do something fun, cut crease something, you know what I mean? So that is just the thing, and then I'm mapping out with that shade. Doesn't have to be perfect, the line I'm taking. And as you see, I relax my eyes, so I really have the point where it's above my fold, because that is indeed a quite interesting point. If you don't go above your fold and you just relax your eye, then it's down, and you did all of that because of nothing. Next step, and this is maybe a little bit controversial. Normally you would blend this out and then blend out with the pink. For me personally, I like go best with like mapping out what I want, then use the shade I want to use or blend out, and then going on top with the purple in the end, because I felt like this blends the best. Do whatever you like, just saying. This one is Helena. Listen, not sure. I will use the mini 13 for that. I'm just using a little bit of product, not too much. And we will just go on top of the purple. And yes, I will do another line. I will do a winged liner with the same colors, but I'm just like at the moment concentrating on that. And you see both of these colors don't mix. Again, I did not blend them yet. So we're quite literally on the beginning, and this is a trust the process thing. We're just like blending out the like pink shade a little bit with itself. Don't have any additional product. Just a little bit. And then I will use again like this. You could use, of course, any other product like a powder or something like this to emphasize this. I will use even smaller brush than this one, and this one is, as you can tell, quite small, but I use an even smaller brush to really like buff in that color. Again, same color. This one is a more flat brush, so a little bit more control. This is the Morphe Jaclyn Hill JH442, just 42, not 442. And then we will go on the edge of that purple and lay down color. For me personally, and again, that is just a personal thing, I felt like this worked the best for blending out. So we just like blended out the pink shade already. Now we'll lay down a little bit more color on the edge, and then we blend on top of that with the purple, because I felt like this is giving me like the most, first of all, control, but also the best blend. Because to be honest, I could have also started just with the pink and then go from there. That would work as well. Just using the same 13 mini, no additional product, and just blend the edges. So you see, I've already blended out like the pink shade for the look. And yes, this is looking harsh. This is not the end result, but I feel like we already blended the pink, and now we're trying to blend in the purple on top of that. I'm using like, again, a small, more tapered brush. As you can tell, this one is also a little bit more dense. This is the A107. I think it's Maange. I'm not sure. And I'm trying to use as little product as possible because I want to blend like the purple into the pink we laid down and blended. And I'm just going here where I've laid down the purple. And again, we're just trying to blend all of this together so it is a little bit more of a cohesive and blended look. And can you tell like that difference, what it makes? I feel like you can, of course, go like either way, doing it like this, doing it differently, again, whatever floats your boat, whatever is the thing you or have the most luck with this. For me, personally, that is just what I enjoy. Because we laid down the pink underneath the purple, I feel like it blends better because we do have a color down and it's not as stark on top of that now because it's not the first color. You know what I mean? Of course, the purple underneath is the first color, but this one we are blending now is not. So we have a little bit more of a control over that. And again, it is a little bit more blended, at least in my opinion. Just saying. I'm not a makeup artist, as you already know. But I feel like, listen, look at this. This is blended. Like, this is really nice. If you think this is not blended, go on top of it again with the pink shade. I will use the 13 mini and just grace like everything a little bit together. But I feel like this is really nicely blended. We would do the same for our wing because that's fun, just saying. And then we go on top with the yellow because I do want to add that to the look. We're doing the same again. Again, I will start with the purple on the same brush, did not switch brushes, and go in on my lash line. Again, doesn't have to be perfect, just to lay down color. You can tell, like a little bit, and we also wing this out. That's why I do enjoy these, but listen, I will purchase more of these. These ones are really, really cool. And I'm doing a little bit of a wing. This one is a more straight wing. Just telling you right away, I want that it's like this. It's not like something I'm, you can of course do whatever wing you like. I want to do a little bit more of a straighter wing. Is that a dog wing? I'm, to be honest, not certain if it is. So, but because I want to add like the yellow in this kind of a space, this wing will be blended down, not up, like down, because again, I want to add the yellow there. So we're going underneath the liner and blend again with the shade I can't pronounce, just a little bit underneath. And again, you can of course blend the upper part if you don't want to add the yellow, but because I do want to add the yellow and I want to have it like quite on all the lid, so I can also add a little bit of the shimmer. We are doing like this, and then again, same we did on the upper one, we use the same brush and just the same pink color and do that right where the purple is, and then again same brush as before when I did it down, put a lot of the product away and just blend the purple with the pink, and again everything underneath the look. You can also add again with that brush another like a layer of color if you like. So everything is blended and everything looks nice. Doesn't that look cute? I do enjoy that. We will do the lower lash line the same, like kind of a way. We'll see if I added the purple, probably. Let's do this. Let's do like again the purple underneath and then the pink. I will be right back. And again, I just blended like the purple here and then smudged it out with the pink, which I think looks really kind of nice. And now, because we do want to have fun, I do want to have fun. Listen, I don't know about you, but I do want to have fun. I will use the yellow shade, which is Prickly Pals, all over like the space we have here, because that's exactly what I want to do. This should pop, hopefully. We will find out in a sec. Do I have eyeshadow primer? There is, of course, primer here. But let's try to place this. Listen, you could have done, by the way, this part and then cleansed this with like a Q-tip or concealer, like cut crease, like. For me personally, that could have been an option, which I just ignored. Because listen, I'm lazy, and to work, to be honest, to work cleanly helped me now, because this is, by the way, a really powdery shade. Just saying. Again, of course, I used more than I probably should have. The shade itself is really pretty. Just like fanning out the yellow into like the space between the purple. Yes, I did make a little bit of a boo-boo there, but we are just ignoring that. I also put in a little bit of that color. Listen, I do think like the in the inner corner, I do appreciate, to be honest, that these yellows, first of all, are lighter than they think. But look at this, isn't that cute? That is cute. I do enjoy that. Technically, that could be the look. Listen, technically, that could be the look. We don't need to use any of the shades. And to be honest, I don't think we will use this one because, again, this is more of a like lighter look. And Kill Queen is definitely deeper. So if you want to have a more sultry look, that could be possible. This one I'm thinking about using, but I'm not sure. This one is a green to beige to a yellow. Can you tell in the mirror? See the green shift? To be honest, I don't want to use that. I don't think it's fitting with the look. Am I a little bit disappointed about myself? Maybe. Ooh, look at this. Look at this. Now you can see the like reflection of that. Isn't that cute? You know what? I will use that on like look at this. Look at that. Again, the lighting is per usual. Ooh, that is so smooth, to be honest. You see the gold and the purple? Can I show you the extreme, like, interesting, I can't show you here. You see the green? This is not me. I don't have any green, but there is like a bright green. I see bright green, but I also see the gold as well as the purple. Like, look at this. Oh, this is so damn pretty color. So damn pretty color. Is it now everywhere? Yes, it is. Let me use that because I do want to use that shade. Let me use that shade on like liner brush and try to, listen, I'm not getting this anywhere here. And let me try to use that underneath here just to give a little bit of a pop. I think that would be really cute. Is that liner brush maybe too thin for that? Could be, to be honest. I don't know. We just place a little bit of sparkle in there. Can you tell? I definitely should have used like a bigger brush, to be honest. I do enjoy though this small one. I did spray that, by the way, a little bit, just like that, just having a little bit of fun with a sparkle. Look at this. That's so pretty. And again, this is like a multi-chrome-ish kind of a thing, so it definitely is giving a little bit of everything, and just using that here on the top line. Yeah, I love the lighting at the moment. But look at this, isn't that cute? Ah, I love it. Let me do that on the other eye and I'll be right back. This is the finished look. I absolutely love it. Like, look at this, isn't that cute? I love it. Again, palette. We do have as a liner, I thought that would be great because, again, the light yellow. This is by Catrice and this is Hello Yellow 120. You can use, of course, every yellow or purple would fit here as well. For lashes, because they lay here. Listen, I'm lazy. I pick up whatever is laying around. This one is by Allure. They are the Luxe 3D Topaz 3D for Mink. So this is what I'm having as lash, because again, they were here and I was like, we're doing this. It's always a great choice, just saying. So let's talk about the palettes a little bit more and see if I like it or not. Let's talk about it. I do think everything performed really, really well. This is a really nice palette. Again, this one is more of a colorful-ish kind of a palette. We do have a purple, a mauvey pink. We do have, this one is more of a grayish brown, and then again, the bright yellow. Listen, these two, again, also more colorful with the deep purple, as well as like the beige to gold to green, which, love that. Just saying, it's a really nice accent color in the look. It's not, if you would have spread that all over the lid, this would of course look a little bit prettier. I do think also that if you could use that shade here with these together. Again, I do enjoy the variety we get with these small palettes, because we always have one really deep color, then two mid-tone colors and a really light color. And this one is definitely lighter than it looks, as I feel like per usual with the ENSLEY Rain. And then again, we do have two colors. You could do a more smoky look with this shade, or you could do a more brighter look with the green to beige to whatever. And I feel like it pairs great with these two colors, as well as with these, for example, would be pretty as well. I do love the look, really enjoying it, enjoying the quality again. For all of these palettes so far, I really enjoyed this. This one is more of a cool tone palette as well. So if you don't like cool tones, this palette is not for you. But if you do, again, you can, of course, combine this with the, which one is this one? It's the Naughty by Nature. You know, see, you also see that these two yellow shades are not, like, listen, they look the same. But this one, the Naughty by Nature, is way more warm toned than this one. This is way more cool toned and a little bit brighter. And again, you could, like, combine the three. I think here you can see. Let me scoochy. See? This one is this one here is the Naughty by Nature, and you can tell this is a little bit light-ish, a bit definitely more warm tone. I feel like you can definitely go with that. Also, by the way, let's compare like the brownish kind of shades. You see, this one has this one has a little bit more purpley cool tone brown in comparison to the Naughty by Nature, and this one is the Happy Go Lucky. And here can you tell the difference? I think this is, for these two, it's a little bit more difficult. I will swatch these in a sec. Let me swatch this. This is from this palette we are having now, and this one, I feel like this one is a little bit more purple leaning than this. Yeah, you can see it's just a tinge. This is the Lucky Grabby, Happy Go Lucky. Listen, they are close. I feel like this one, again, more of a purple leaning grayish kind of a color. Are these similar-ish? Yes. Like, look, it's like a small difference. So it's not really that you're like, oh my god, you will definitely tell like a big difference between the two gray tones, just saying. I think in general, this is personal preference. They are all different in the like color selection. Are some of these shades close? Yes. I don't think you can like see a hell of a difference between the two butter yellow shades. Yes, they do look different. Yes, they are not the same. Again, goes for this one is a little bit more purple than the other one from the Happy Go Lucky, Lucky Go Happy. You know what I mean? But if you're like, listen, I want one palette and maybe not collect all of them, which I'm intending somehow for myself. Just saying, I feel like this is a really nice palette. Again, this one is a little bit deeper toned in general, but I feel like for all of these so far, at least, you could definitely go in a more like direction, because you do have like it's the two different direction, because you do have two different mid-tone shades. Just saying. I do think, again, for me personally, if I have all of these laid out, let's try that. Let's try that. Like laid out like this. Not? Will you behave? They don't. Like if you lay them out like this, I feel like you can definitely see a difference in all three of these palettes. Again, I just have to see the third one not available still. I think you can definitely see a difference in all three of these. Again, this one is cool toned with warm pop of color. This definitely way more warm toned, and this is way more cool toned than all of these. So we do have like a warm tone, a cool tone, and a more neutral leaning tone. I do enjoy that, just saying. So yes, do I think you need this palette in your life? Depending. Like, do you like cool tones and a little bit more of a color? Not like this palette. I also love that. Like, look at this. Isn't that cute? I do think in general this one, again, is definitely more cool toned. It is though a little bit more colorful, and it is though also a little bit more leaning on a deeper note, if you will. Yes, I ditched into this one, which beautiful, by the way, stunning. So I like it. I really enjoy it. I definitely can see myself also including these two palettes in looks with this one, because again, we do have colors that are similar-ish, or that can maybe addition to that, like the deeper yellow with the lighter yellow, again, would be cute, just saying. So yes, do enjoy that. This, again, this shade, beautiful for the inner corner and all over the lid. I do enjoy it. Quality-wise, again, ENSLEY did not disappoint yet. So it's a yes from me. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, please subscribe to this channel. By the way, the subscribe button is not that one that I'm blending in. It's the one down directly beside my name. Just saying, subscribe. It will be fun. I upload normally 3 times a week, sometimes 4 times, sometimes 2 times, depending on my schedule, like private one. I'm so sorry if I sometimes skip, but yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, again, subscribe. I would love to have you in my small little YouTube family, and I wish you a beautiful week, and we see us in my next video. So bye guys.